Y'all about to be real mad at me.
Some of y'all about to be real mad at me.
Okay, I haven't talked about Drag Race on this channel in over a year. I think the last thing I said about Drag Race was that it was getting oversaturated. We were getting too many seasons and too many spinoffs and all this type of stuff. I explained my statement on like how I think drag representation across the world is important, blah, 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 blah. There can never be too much of LGBTQ plus art, especially in the state that we're in right now in society. I just got done watching season 16. The grand finale premiered this past Friday. I watched it on Sunday. I was shocked. This video isn't to bash Nymphia or to say she didn't deserve her win, because in all honesty, I do believe she is a deserved winner. I'm happy that she won Drag Race. I am satisfied that she won Drag Race season 16. She had a good run. I mean, we never really got to see Nymphia, lip sync because she was never in the bottom. So we didn't really get to see her performing abilities outside of like the girl group challenges and stuff. But yeah, she's got it. She's got it, okay. That hair Nymphia had on. Ooh. Give it to me!
Give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Just give it! Damn!
It makes sense. She had 3 wins. She was never in the bottom. She had a great performance. She has a great brand. She would be a great representation of Drag Race the next year. Like, it all makes sense. I like Nymphia. Like, as a fan, I liked how she was always in the confessionals being quirky, kind of weird, and she was always saying, like, I always feel like the oddball. She's able to express her oddities through fashion and drag in general, and she went to school for fashion, and that's why blah, 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 blah. Like, we get it. I enjoyed seeing her on my screen. Like, I like Nymphia. I am just actually shocked. Next to Sapphira Cristál, looking at each of their times on the season, it just seemed like Sapphira was going to get the win. And to me, with the final performance, it only solidified. I was like, oh, Sapphira finna win. Not saying that Nymphia's performance was awful, because it was really good. It was really fun. It was really CUNT. I was just more impressed and excited by Sapphira's. And especially after the run she had, 4 wins, being the mom of the season and everybody liking her. And she won Miss Congeniality. Like, I was like, oh, this is Sapphira. Sapphira has it in the bag. I will say, Nymphia won the finale. Sapphira's looks were not as strong as Nymphia's. I really did not like the first look she came out with the breastplate. No, Nymphia's looks were way stronger this finale, and she brought it for the lip sync. It was a battle for the winner, and I could see why they crowned her as the winner, solely based off of that lip sync and solely just based off of the finale episode as a whole. But I'm talking about the entire season. So to my goddamn surprise, when RuPaul's like, the winner of season 16 and America's Next Drag Race Superstar is Nymphia Wind. I was like, huh? Again, I don't want this to come off like bad, because I like Nymphia. That's the thing. I'm satisfied with her win. I would have been more satisfied if Sapphira won. Just literally think about the season. This was a really good season, by the way. We haven't had a season that, to me, that it read super authentic, and of course producers are always going to produce because that's what they're supposed to do, but like, it didn't seem like it was so rigged and so obvious who was going to win. Really just like fresh. It seemed like Drag Race kind of stepped their cookies up with this season. Like, they heard what people were saying and they responded with season 16, and it just felt fun. The season felt fun. Like, obviously last season we all knew Sasha Colby was going to win. It was still fun to see everybody's talent. This season Drag Race has just felt different from the past. I say since like season 9. Like, season 10 through 14 has been odd to me. Just something has been off. This season felt fresh and new, and I liked how all the girls interacted with one another. It felt like shade was being thrown, and we got some real draggy, type of tussles and fierce moments, but we also got the vulnerability and the inner saboteur and all that stuff. Like, it just felt like a well-rounded season. Rewatching the season 16, Nymphia was barely in the show. That's another reason why I was confused. They were giving her like a top 5 story. To me, not a top 3, really not no winner type of storyline. Nymphia starts off strong. She's saying she's the banana queen from Taiwan. She has a strong brand, and she knows who she is as a drag performer. We get to see her excel profusely in these fashion challenges, especially the one she won with the tie look. That is one of the best Drag Race looks in history. So yeah, she comes into the competition. She starts really strong. I promise you, go back and watch. It's not that she faded away or she was doing bad or anything, because we know she never got in the bottom, but she was like almost not even there. She wasn't getting a lot of commentary. She just wasn't like a focus. And for somebody who's gonna be the winner of Drag Race, they usually have some type of winner's edit, even if it's slight, with a season like this that's trying not to be so obvious with its production. After she wins the ball, she's barely in the show, except for when she wins Snatch Game, and then at the very end she comes back for the last challenge and wins, because they knew they couldn't like really advance her. Even though we've seen people go on to be in the top 4, top 3 queens who have won Drag Race with very few wins, they needed to solidify her with a 3rd win to further justify why she's up there with people like Sapphira Cristál and Planejane, who have 4 wins and are heavily in the show, commentating, throwing shade, being motherly, blah blah blah. And again, that final challenge, it was a toss-up. I think Nymphia did great, but I also thought Sapphira did really good. Nymphia came to the finale, clear story, exactly what she wants to tell the audience. Performance was really cute. Her best friend and her mom really fun to see them in the crowd with their little bananas and stuff. I was deeply satisfied with her performance. And I should have known that Sapphira might not win when they gave her Miss Congeniality, because I don't think anybody has been crowned Miss Congeniality and the winner. But I was gobsmacked. After a run that Sapphira had, she just seemed like the perfect winner. And I don't even want to say it was obvious, but it was just like, I think Sapphira's gonna win. I think the other girls are great. I think Sapphira's gonna win. Planejane, I kind of knew she wasn't gonna win, especially after a performance. I mean, compared to Nymphia's and Sapphira's, it just, no. This isn't to shade Nymphia. Like I said, I think she's a really great queen. For her to have only been doing drag for like 5-6 years, wow. She's very, very gorgeous. She's so sweet and kind. Sharing my opinion on a competition show, like, it's not that serious. I know Nymphia has a lot of bananas out there who ride for her, and that's cool and everything, but I'm not saying she is undeserved of a win. Like Hugh said about Sapphira, I'm not that nasty. I think she deserved to win Drag Race. Her winning Drag Race, yeah, Nymphia won Drag Race. Like, it's not like so off the wall and so crazy. I think I just would have been more satisfied if Sapphira won. But I'm still happy for her. Shout out to Nymphia Wind for winning season 16 of Drag Race. I think they said she's the first East Asian queen in the main original American season to win Drag Race. So this is awesome for Taiwan. This is awesome for East Asians across the globe. I think Nymphia's a great drag queen. I love her brand. Sapphira will be just fine. I think she's got that 25K. She's got the love of all of us in Philadelphia behind her. So I wish we wouldn't have such frequent all-stars so it could feel more important, but I'm excited to watch the new all-star season this summer. Congratulations, Nymphia. What a great season of Drag Race. Like, seriously, I like everybody. I like every queen. I feel like everybody got to shine. I love that Megami got her redemption. She deserved it. I did not know she could perform like that. And that's another thing. We did not see Nymphia perform a ton. And that's a good thing, because, you know, she had 3 wins and she was never in the bottom. So that's another good reason. Are you satisfied with Nymphia's win? Would you have been satisfied if somebody else won? Sapphira, Planejane, Q. Q got way too much hate. She's an acquired personality, but y'all cannot deny that needle, that thread, talent. Like, this has been heavy on my mind since I watched the finale Sunday, and I'm like, I just have to share this. Like, I have to get this off of my chest. I was just a little confused because it just seemed like all the writing on the wall was for Sapphira to win, especially with that performance. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go back to watch it right now. But yes, go support Nymphia, go support Sapphira, go support all the queens of season 16. Go support your local drag queens. She doesn't deserve it. Never that. Because all these queens work really hard to get on the show and to show their best drag to America, to the world. So that's it. That's all. The time has come for me to leave this video.